For the longest time, people have asked me to play Blue Lock Rivals. The only reason I was opposed to playing it for so long is it's not the type of game I play, besides having Battleground Ultimates. But I was so bored recently, I finally hopped my lazy self on it, and to be honest, it's kind of disappointing, in my opinion. Blue Lock Rivals is a game where you do anything but actually play the sport. It's based on the hit slideshow Blue Lock, where they also do anything but play the sport. The game's pretty simple. There are two teams that will essentially play a game of soccer. The only difference is that everyone is a TikTok aura demon that have abilities beyond most soccer players. Except Ronaldo, he's above world class. Talk about Mr. Sui Man, this game also weirdly reminds me of FIFA besides the brain-numbing pack openings.
Who the fuck is that?
Wait, never mind, they have those too. The team with the highest points at the end of the buzzer wins. They may even hit a little emo. All's good with the world. So how is it disappointing? Sounds like a fun little gameplay loop to sink hours into. I mean, it would be if a core mechanic of that gameplay loop wasn't built around gambling. Remember those abilities I was talking about? There are two types, styles and flows, each requiring you to spin the Wheel of Fortune to get said abilities, which honestly I would be fine with if you could only spin it with the money you earned. I mean, it's still an incredibly lazy way to reward gameplay, but fair to everyone. But like anyone on Roblox, you can pay to keep it moving. Now, my issues isn't that someone with enough Robux can get the best shit before they even touch the field for the first time, because the abilities are somewhat balanced. No, the issue is that it makes the gameplay loop miserable. You can grind for hours to get the specific character you want just to see someone else got it in a fraction of the time because mommy left a credit card out on the table. That's gotta be the most demotivating shit. Also, having a wheel system be the only way that you can spice up your gameplay at times is just stupid. At least with other games, they give you most of everything off the rip, or you can grind for them. Even games with spinning have other things to work for. But if the only way to spice up the gameplay loop is hoping you win the lotto and get the character you want, that's bad game design. RNG can work in games, but it can't be the sole way to get different abilities, especially a wheel system that you can just win if you have enough money. Honestly, the money system is cool. Set prices for certain characters and make people work for it. Reward genuine playtime. Don't make people pull their hair out and spend till midnight trying to get a character they will never obtain. Again, if your way of dishing out characters is similar to EA's, there is a problem. Now, before you say anything, yes, I know why it's set like this. It keeps players in the game longer and makes them shit tons of money. But just because I understand why they do it doesn't mean I'm gonna support it or lie and tell you it's a great system. It's disappointing that a game with 100k player average has this lame, outdated way of handing out some of the only ways to change up your gameplay. I also originally blamed my opinion on it as just not being my type of game. But there are other genres of gaming that make me go on a snore fest, like turn-based games, except if they are made extremely well. The two I can think of off the rip is Baldur's Gate. It's incredibly made and has a very interesting story, and you could smash everyone, so that's another highlight. The other game could be more different, South Park Stick of Truth, but the game is so funny I can get past its turn-based combat. Even games I blow ass at, like Elden Ring, I can still understand and respect how it got Game of the Year. But even then, I actually somewhat like the gameplay of Blue Lock, but it can only entertain me for so long. Then I realize if I want to change my gameplay up, I gotta pray to the RNG gods or empty my pockets. If the game has a wheel/spinning and is based off of popular media at the time, that usually means the people who made it don't care and they're just trying to cash in any way they can off of people trying to relive their favorite anime. Which there's nothing wrong if that's done right, but gambling for core game mechanics is not one of those ways. Okay, let's get to the rest of this casino I'm at game. I just wanted to say this off the rip so I don't get a torn a new one. I don't hate this game. I just expected more, especially with the hype and player count it has. Again, I'm not here to shit on your favorite game. I see why people enjoy it. I'm just giving little critiques I have with some of its systems. I must clarify this because people will take disappointed as an insult, when it's really me just wanting more from a game of this size. Now, like I said, the rest of the game is mostly fun to me. I like the teamwork aspect of it because you can try to be a one-man army. Some people even succeed. There are some insane players in this game. It's just a lot easier when you have a team that works with you. But like any team game, there are those people that, what's the word I'm looking for? My ranked teammates. You know the meme? Sometimes you get teams like that. It's either they don't know what they're doing, which I get. The one that PMOs me, though, is sometimes, and I mean only sometimes, you will get a special little cookie that will never listen and only try to make plays. they will deadass think they are the main character, then make a play like this. Yeah, I'll see myself out, bro. I generally don't know how I sold this hard, dog. So the game's a lot more enjoyable with friends that can mostly listen for callouts and plays. The teamwork in this honestly reminds me of Rainbow Six Siege, where one guy can carry a team, unless the enemy team is more organized, and by organized, I mean congregated in an Xbox party. Also, like any team game, the rage and toxicity in this game is amazing, because in fighting games, it's brain-numbing insults getting hurled at you. Yo, that's not a nice thing to say, bro. Cut your wrist? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. No game is that deep, bro. But since Blue Lock Rivals is like every other team game, you get to watch your own teammates throw insults at each other. These people will bust out college-level essays in quantum physics on how... See, I didn't sell here. It was actually the goalie. He should have ran at light speed to move the net where I needed, then move back before getting a red card. People are so toxic in this game, there are actually several videos showcasing it. To be fair, though, most of these videos are probably a fake, especially when the saturation of the thumbnail makes me feel like I'm taking joy. Honestly, the more I look at this, the more I think people have found their new content farm. We went from milking Battlegrounds to milking soccer. We really have advanced as a species. I mean, shit, technically, I'm doing the same thing by making this video, but, you know, I still got a little bit of respect for myself. It's like, bro, what the fuck are these videos? Iriguri style's abusive! Subscribe and set the bell. At least, can we get 30 seconds in the video? Even I wait 30 seconds. Why you gotta ask me right now, bro? Using pro tricks to destroy toxic streamers and Blue Lock Rivals. Bro, why is this thumbnail remind me of, like, the font and the kid getting mad reminds me of those, like, old Xbox addictions, like Xbox plays, trolling videos back on Minecraft for Modern Warfare.
Said that no one can beat you.
Whoa, why are you black?
So, huh?
Why did you just turn black, bro?
What part did I... Okay, dude. I might have cut it to the wrong part of the video. What the fuck are they talking about, dog? Again, it's the same guy with the craziest title. Nelly Sagi style is deadly. Bro, I keep getting these gay tests, bro. There's no need for me to take these. Unlocking 0.0001% rarest world-class Asagi. This looks like a banger.
Boys, Neo Ego is lit.
My eardrums are getting molested, making pro players rage crim Blue Lock Rivals. Oh wait, I was gonna click on that. You know, I'm not. You know, let's just ignore that. Okay, I've had enough of this slop. I've been in these fields before. Let's go back to the game. There's also a shit ton of cosmetics, some of them cool and some questionable, which you can buy. And honestly, I'm fine with these being random. It's cosmetics. They don't do anything besides look cool. But what pains me is there are some you can buy outright. It's like they have the ability to not have to make everything gambling. They just refuse to. This should be the abilities, not a 24-karat gold chain. Also, I should clarify this too. I'm not malding because I lost at the soccer casino. I've had people before this video offer me to use their accounts with world-class abilities. Like I said, people really wanted me to play this game, and I honestly don't want to play it again. That's not because I think it's a stinker. It's because I got bored fairly quick, and trust me, it's not that hard to keep me engaged. But again, don't let me ruin your fun if you enjoy this game. I see how people like it. This video is more half explaining my frustrations with it and half explaining why I don't want to play it. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. All that being said, I still did enjoy the time I played on there. It wasn't like it was pulling teeth. I was mostly shit at it, but still made some decent plays that would make my bloodline proud. If I had to rate this game, I would give it a 5 out of 10 wheel spins. So with that being said, I finally played Blue Lock Rivals. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. Like I said before, don't plan on playing it again, but hey, who knows? Maybe someday that'll change. Also, I know after this video, some people may ask me to play Azurus Latch in a very similar game. Give me a break, maybe. I'll eventually play it. I don't know. I'll touch it eventually, okay? Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.